But all right, man. I wanted to do a new game with you, all right?
Oh, boy.
Where we draft a team with all point guards, all right? So your center's got to be a point guard.
What?
Your power forward, whatever. Everyone's got to be a point guard.
Oh, God.
Let's see what team you got.
Jeez.
I'm going to take the first pick on this one because
right.
you know I love talking about these point guards, the position
right.
I played. So I'm going to roll with the first pick. And with the first pick, I got to take a center, obviously, because, we're talking about point guards. Everybody's going to be small. I got to go get a big guy early in this draft. And with that, I'm going to take who is debatably the best point guard of all time. Not my best point guard of all time. I know probably not your best point guard of all time. But
what are you doing?
But I am taking Earvin Magic Johnson.
Why did you say not regarded as the greatest?
No. I don't know. I said he is. He's in the debate.
Okay.
But he's not Steph is the best point guard of all time, which is who I assume that you're taking.
Yeah.
But
I'm shocked you didn't.
I got to go get a center. We need a big. And he's the only guy in NBA history who was a point guard that played all 5 positions, actually. Yeah. So I got to go get him at point guard.
All right. So a little strategy there.
Yeah. A little strategy.
Okay. Well, listen, I'll be honest. I'm not going to, hold up a lot of time here.
Yeah,
Steph Curry, thank you.
Yeah.
Look, I hate to admit this because I grew up, Magic was my favorite player.
Okay.
And, I just told you, I saw him at the end, too, and he was still good. He could still pass.
Yep.
He was just a little porky.
Yep.
But just watching clips and seeing everything that he did, his stats, everything, his aura, the leadership, I was a Magic guy. But as much as I hate to admit it, I think Steph Curry's the greatest point guard of all time. And I hate even fixing my lips to say it, but he's earned it. He has earned it. He has done it all. He can pass. He can shoot.
Yep.
He's underrated in terms of finishing at the rim. He doesn't get the credit he deserves for that. He ain't no flopper either. He gets full contact.
No.
And he gets to that line, and it's automatica, grammatica when he's up there. He's a good teammate. He's every bit a teammate and leader that Magic was, every bit of aura that Magic had. The only knock on Steph against Magic is the size aspect, which is why you took Magic first, and I respect that. But I think Steph Curry's the greatest point guard of all time.
Yeah. And I'm going to go get a guy who I probably regard as the third greatest point guard of all time. Another triple-double machine.
Yep.
I got to take Oscar Robertson right here, 6'5". Got to put him at the 4. I need it.
Fair. I'm going to need to get a center now.
Yep.
And I tell you what, you talk about triple-doubles. Doesn't get any better than this guy statistically, historically. I watched him break the record in D.C.
Yep.
He was with the Wizards for 5 minutes, and he made quite an impact while he was there.
Sure did.
Give me Russell Westbrook at the 5.
Okay. I love that pick. I do actually really like that pick. This is where it starts to get difficult for me, honestly. But I just want to be a bigger team than you, honestly.
Yeah.
And with that, I got to take a guy who we watched in the finals this year do a lot of great things with the basketball. The kid from, Europe, he's been doing a lot of great things, been playing professional basketball since he was 13 years old.
Yep.
I got to take Luka Doncic at the 3 right here. Yeah.
Luka.
Yep, Luka Magic.
All right, let me see here. Now, so I have my center and I have my point guard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want a little I need some toughness on this team. Russell Westbrook's tough, but I got him playing center.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Give me the glove.
Okay.
And here's why.
I love this pick for you.
I like the glove and Steph together in the backcourt. I can have the glove even really run the traditional point guard role and play defense.
Yep.
And he certainly is going to bring the attitude to my team on that Oakland stuff that he on. And I can put him, you know how the Bay Cats are.
Real Oakland.
Real Oakland.
Yeah.
And I can put him on, as a defender, I could put him on your best scorer and not think about it. And then I can have Steph really on a catch-and-shoot vibe, but obviously he can handle the rock too when need be. So I'll go glove here. I'll go Gary Payton.
Yeah, okay. I like that. I like GP right there in that spot. This is tough for me, man.
It's tough because point guards are small.
Yeah.
So
that's what makes it tough.
You know, at this point, it's like my 4 and my 3 are going to be the smallest cats on the court, probably.
Yeah, when we do the other positions, it will probably get a little bit easier. Center's going to be also hard trying to find point guards. But, yeah, point guard is tough because all of these guys are small. I got to go get a guy who is – I got to match that defense that you just put out there with GP. Bro. So I got to go get the all-time steals leader. I got to get Jason Kidd. And I got a great shooter. I need a leader on this team. Obviously, not saying that the other guys on this team are leaders, but, you know, they were smiling guys. We need a guy who's not on the court smiling all the time right now. So I got to go get a leader and get Jason Kidd.
It's funny that before we even got here, you brought up how I'm a big fan of LaMelo Ball.
Yeah.
And you thought I was going to take him at some point. I can't do it with the names I'm looking at.
Yeah.
So, you know what? Positions be damned. I just got to take great players at this point.
Yeah.
The fact that Isaiah Thomas from the Pistons, Zeke is still staring me in the face.
Yep.
Now, this is someone I do remember as a kid. And I, even back then, felt like Isaiah Thomas was a little bit underrated. And now he's criminally underrated because of all the Jordan nonsense. So I'm going to go Isaiah Thomas from the Pistons and just figure it out.
I like that pick from you. I'm struggling because there's so many great names here, right? But I think I need elite shooting, right? And with that, I gotta take a guy who is looked at as one of the greatest shooting point guards that's not Steph Curry, and I gotta take Damian Lillard. I got to have somebody who's going to really space the floor with Oscar and Magic down there, you know what I mean? Luka can really space it, obviously. Jason Kidd, but I need a guy who can shoot it from range and from deep, so I got to take Damian Lillard here.
We're just doing starting 5?
We can take a bench player, too.
We're going to bench, too?
Yeah, right, one bench player.
I ask because, this is a value play at this point.
Yep.
I need scoring anyway. I'm going to go Steve Nash here.
Yeah.
I just need someone who's electrifying.
I was looking at him,
he has
too.
Everything. He can pass, he can score, he can do everything.
Yep.
Similar to Steph. So I in my head, Steve Nash and Steph on the court at the same time is a problem.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be hard for us to guard that. I don't think Dame – I might have to do some switching around. I don't know if Dame is guarding any of those guys. All right. With that, I'm going to do the bench, and I'm just going to take a guy that's dynamic, like you said, that can really do a lot of different things. And at their peak, I mean, Jesus Christ, youngest MVP in NBA history. Yep. I got to take Derrick Rose.
Okay. Explosive.
Yeah.
All right. So, correct me if I'm wrong here. You have Robertson, Magic, Luka, Kidd, Dame, and D Rose coming off the bench. Is that right?
Yep.
All right. I have Russ, Westbrook, Steve Nash, Zeke, Glove, and Steph.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I want to preface my comments by saying I hated this player growing up.
Oh, God.
And I mean real hate. Like I hated him. And at the same time, you know, I have to respect greatness.
Yep.
And there is no way in hell that I can draft a team full of point guards. It's bad enough I got him coming off the bench, quite frankly, and not take this guy. By the way, before I even make this pick, I have all modern day players.
Yep.
No disrespect to any of the great point guards from yesteryear. I didn't watch them. I'm sorry. So I'm just going by who I watched.
Yep.
Even though he has a punchable face, I hate him and he stinks. I will take John Stockton to come off of my bench. Thank you very much.
Okay. John Stockton. I'm surprised that you didn't take Chris Paul there.
Please. Who do I hate more than John Stockton? Cliff.
Well, that's why I'm
Cliff
surprised, because you
Paul.
were talking about a guy that you hate. I didn't realize that you were going to pass on this body like John Stockton. You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize that. But I like the pick, though. I mean, he's one of the greatest point guards of all time. I really did. I like, you know, obviously we're making a team here. So
right.
I obviously have J. Kidd, and I think J. Kidd is a better defender than John Stockton, right?
No doubt.
So I didn't want another guy that was kind of like, they're all point guards, so they're all on ball, but like John Stockton's really, really patting the rock on ball. So, you know, I don't hate the pick at all.
Bro, let me ask you, though.
Yeah.
Who the hell's playing power forward for me?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think.
So I have Russ. I'm going to put Russ at center.
Okay,
just because of his style of play. I don't know who's my power forward.
I feel like
all
you got to
small
go
guys.
IT because he's got the most fiery instinct.
Small though, right?
Wait, okay, then go GP. I say GP.
Oh, could go GP.
GP's
at 4.
like 6'5", right?
Yeah, GP at 4.
Yeah.
Maybe I guess Zeke then at 3.
Zeke at the 3, and then Nash,
Nash
at
Steph.
the point, and then Steph at the 2.
Oh, okay. Now we're cooking. And
all right,
Stockton off the bench.
Let me run through the teams one more time for the people at home. All right, let me look. So we got Damian Lillard for me at point guard, Jason Kidd at the 2, Luka at the 3, Oscar Robertson at the 4, Magic Johnson at the 5, and Derrick Rose coming off the bench. Travis has Nash at point guard, Steph at shooting guard. We got IT from the Pistons at the small forward. Power forward, he's got Gary Payton, the glove. And then at center, Russell Westbrook. Then John Stockton coming off the bench. What do you guys think? Whose team wins? I think my team is dominated.
Bro, all I do is talk trash to you. Your team's beating mine. I'm okay with it. I tell you what, though, we're going to score a lot of points.
Yeah, you're going to score. Both teams are going to score, honestly.
Yeah.
But you're going to
score more.
We're getting the boards, though. Every miss.
Yeah.
Every miss is ours.
Yeah, your team's size is going to be a problem.